Okay, sorry for that getting cut off there. I got cut off there. I don't know if I'm overloading my SIM card or what, but I'm not a video. I don't have time to get fancy editing software, so you have to deal with me. But we'll continue on the journal just a little bit. Okay, I think I left off at where it cut off at was I said disgust is a beautiful thing. That's for me. You know, people sometimes get disgusted with themselves or get disgusted with everything. It's like that. Jim Rohn talks about it. It's something that happened the day your life turned around, and this was definitely one of those days that I'd saved, had no money, you know, had a restaurant but not making no money, going bankrupt. I'd saved $50 a month for like 2 years. I had my wife's ex-husband come put this big wooden swing set together for my kids, all 3 or 4 of them. They're real little. And my landlord, I lived in a duplex, she was so upset on Christmas Day that my kids got a big present and she didn't, do planning. She raised my rent. I heard her screaming and bawling in the morning, Hispanic, one of those big drama queen things, throwing a big fit in the morning on Christmas Day. And then when I left that afternoon, she gave me a letter raising my rent. If I could afford a swing set, then I could afford to pay $225 or $200 more a month in rent. Raises my rent on Christmas Day. Well, what a bitch, huh? It's the best thing. I was disgusted. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I found a guy who had a house that he owned outright, had a big giant hole in the kitchen floor. Make a long story short, I said, look, my credit's shot. My restaurant went bankrupt out in California. But look, I want to buy your house. I've got a job. I just got a job. I've been 2 weeks. I make $1,000 a week. I'll pay you $667 for 5 years at 10% for $31,000. I'll pay this house off in 5 years, counting taxes and insurance. He went for it, financed it to me. It was great. Best thing that ever happened. But was that disgust. So disgust is a beautiful thing. Okay? That's my quote. But fill your journal up with quotes of things that gives you, inspires you. And here, okay, so we'll over here to the index. I set up just an index. I've seen this on some bullet journaling. I just named down the pages here, and I named, I numbered down on the index. I got a new business I'm starting, and so I left plenty of pages for that. I listed all my properties. I have some contract for deeds. That's where I finance houses to people, and this is great because I got 11 properties. It's pretty sad. I couldn't remember the addresses on 2 of them. So I definitely need to get organized. I definitely need a journal. But anyway, I thought I would put down the balances in one book. I'll have my goals with me, things to do for the day. But on those properties, I'll have the loan numbers, their balances at a date, put a date and all that. It'll really help me out having a page, which means there's a front and back page. One page number gives you the front and back. I'll have that on each property, which will be really nice for me, actually. I set up a brain dump pages. I got a lot of blank pages. Book quotes and reviews, video ideas and logs, and then I have the month set up, and each month I'll have 3 pages, actually 6 because you get the front and the back, and so I'll have daily and weekly goals and tasks listed, and then they'll flow in the book from left to right. That goes for a year to April of 2019. Then I give blank pages here so we can number these anything, general notes on goals, freedom pages, art, personal goals like weight loss, things like that. And I just started this today. Bought the book yesterday. Did this today. I got phone call notes. People call me. I want to have this journal with me. I'm going to whip it out, take notes. And then new people's phone numbers I'm going to put in here. I think it's good to write their phone numbers down. You lose your phone. You don't have your contacts. You don't have them backed up or something. Things happen sometimes. But sometimes when people want to give me their phone number, I thought it'd look more professional, actually, if I wrote it down in a journal I had with me. Instead of taking my phone out and calling them calling me, all that crap. Different business ideas. Just set up however you want. But I just went through and numbered all the pages, right? There's my new business ones, because that's what started on my new business goals. The 6 most important things first, right? And then I did go to the back. Let me open the back up. This is set up like Clark Kegley's, That guy's really, really good. It's refusing to settle, and he's got a journal program. I like it. I think that I'd probably pay the $50 or I'll just donate it, but I want to try to force myself to do it myself because I got to set it up for real estate, and it's going to be quite a bit different. There's going to be a lot of stuff because I just don't have one business I'm working on. You know, I'm a bank. I finance stuff to people. I buy stuff. I have commercial property. I have a regular job. I'm starting a new business. I have an awful lot going on. And I think it'll be best if I set the journal up what'll work best for me. But as far as front and back page, I like his idea. Big goals, life, work, rest, play, balance, triangle. And the main goals up here, books, that kind of thing. Challenges, so your biggest challenges off the top of your head are going to be for that next 12 months. Have you set it up from year to year? But since I'm starting in the middle of the year, I'm just going to go 12 months from now. And I just wanted to say that I started reading this one book. If you watch my other video, The Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill, you know, I'm going to read it for an hour every day or half hour. And this is supposed to be the key, you know. All the self-help books, all them people, everything you read all over planet Earth, all the videos, all of it now for 50 or 100 years, all they've done is copy this book. But this is the key, how to help you get desired things. I just started reading it. But what I was going to say was, I put a thing in there, according to Clark, you know, Kegley's refusing to settle. He's got one set up in there, a section for notes on books and quotes. And I was reading this, I'm 3 pages into it, and there's some quotes in here that are outstanding. I mean, outstanding. And so I'm like, oh my God, I got to go write those down. I'm like, oh, where's my index, you know? Where's my page number? Oh, I got a place for that. So I just whip it open, I highlight it here, I write it down. I don't have to ever go back and dig through here and try to find it, you know. But this book is the real deal, and I'm just real happy about it. Now, as far as the goal setting that I'm going to be getting into, I have all my goals listed. This is the book, okay? Oh, no, not this one. Think and Grow Rich. That's the good one. This is the deep, that Think and Grow Rich, and you got to read about 20 times. So this is the one that gives you detailed advice, excellent quotes. Almost all my, 3/4 of my quotes are from Jim Rohn, and 7 Strategies for Wealth and Happiness. This is a great book, not expensive at all, reads real well. And his goal-setting chapter is outstanding. And that's what I'm just getting started, just going through now. And that's going to help me. Once I get my journal organized, and I'll have all my goals listed, you know, for the year, 3 years out, 5 years out, 10 years out, or 7 and 10, or however you want to set it up. But anyway, that's the book I'm going through. Just thought I'd pass that on. And I'll probably get more involved in the goal setting and probably get into that, show you how I set that journal up for real estate, because I'm really going to try to push it as a real estate journal, because I think it's great to be able to have all your properties listed, you know, what projects need to be done on those properties, what the loan number is, what the address is, what the balance of the loan is, what interest rate are you paying, when's the loan due, do you have an exit strategy, what's the situation with that piece of property. It'd be great to have them listed, because, you know, I've got 11 in there I've got to keep a track of, which ain't that big a deal. But what if you had 50? Well, you know, you need to have, you know, maybe you can have them in a computer and you can pay somebody to do it. But I like having it right at my fingertips. I'm carrying it around with me, you know. It's a beautiful thing. But anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Thanks so much for your time.